of 40 days in prayer, fasting, and almsgiving in this period, famously known as Lent, that begins with Ash Wednesday, that reminds us that we are dust and to dust we shall return. That gives us the limitedness of our lives here and the limitlessness of our lives after death. And this year, the church in the Kenya reminds us to reflect throughout these 40 days the Kenya we desire. And we can translate this down into the smaller segments. The person I desire to be, the family we desire, the home we desire, the city we desire, the church we desire, and the Kenya we desire. And a desire is always either on the positive or on the negative. People can desire destruction, people desire love, people desire peace, people desire patience, people desire rewards. And therefore, this theme really calls us to know what is happening in our community. The hospitals we desire, the politics we desire, and everything that we desire. But the desire, we were ushered yesterday when Peter asked, what shall we gain? And today we realize that the word, your reward, will be great. For your Father who sees what in secret. And that is one of the most important things that the human person desires. The reward can be an appreciation, the gain, and this is always after an action, after doing something, even after just being somewhere. You say that, I have been with you, I've done nothing, but I've been with you from morning. Now I want to go home. What are you giving me? Some will ask, what have you been doing? But I've been sitting, talking to you, making you laugh. I've been reminding you of your friends, those who love you, those who hate you. Give me something to go home with. The others want reward because they have been working from morning to evening, in their fields, in their places of work, the great reward. And therefore, we have been even ushered from the book of Prophet Joel. You say, even now, what do we say? Return to God. And returning to God, it means that there is a miss of something. And therefore, a reflection during this time of Lent, do we need to return to God? In what aspects? In the aspects of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. This is a time that we reflect on the commandments of God, the precepts of the church, the sacrament of our church, and in above all, how do we relate with one another? 40 days of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving is a time to be with the Lord, is a time to be with one another. Brothers and sisters, let us reflect on this beautiful word that has been repeated. Do not be like the hypocrites, but remember, your Father who sees in secret will make a reward. The greatest reward that God gives us is the gift of life here and the gift of heavenly glory. Let us usher in this period with the true, as he said, true fasting. And fasting must not be looked into the month of, I have not eaten meat. I have done that. Every Friday I am not eating meat. You are not eating meat, yes, but you have still remained for 40 days even after. No one can touch your hands, you fight. No one can point a finger at you, you retaliate. Fasting must go beyond food. Food is an element of fasting. Fasting is a denial of that which breaches peace, breaches union, breaches unity. When we go to prayer, devotion to prayer, time for prayer, and we're going to go to almsgiving, giving the best. That which you give, you feel a pinch, not extra. And therefore, brothers and sisters, let us usher in this period of Lent as we usher ourselves with the ash to remind us of what we are, but above all, what reward do we gain? We praise the Lord.